Hi there Pokefans, I am your humblest Charizard fan and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Today we start on a new adventure. If you saw the intro animation that I did, you will know that today we start with the electric and type playthrough. And so how this has worked so far, all of the types I got was based on the first ever series of Pokemon. In other words, the red and blue and green and yellow versions. If you start from the start, you see Barbazor, and that is a grass type. Second is Charizard, or not Charizard, Charmander, which is a fire type. And then you have Squirtle, which is the water type. So we start with those three types, and they have been consistent throughout all of the series. Next up, if you take yellow in consideration, which is also part of the first series, you have the option of getting a Pikachu as well as a Eevee. So that is what the normal type was all about. Eevee was our starter. Now as you see over here, Eevee is once again our starter. Now why would we pick Eevee as our starter? And I will put up a graphic in a moment to explain that, and here comes the graphic. As you see, Jolteon is much more powerful than any Pikachu that you can ever get, only coming second to Pikachu holding a light ball on physical attack. But on its special attack, it is exactly the same amount of attack than Pikachu holding a light bulb on its physical attack. And I outspeed all of the Pikachus. And if you look at the base stat totals, Jolteon has the highest base stat total. That is also true for Raichu. Jolteon has a much higher base stat total than Raichu. As a matter of fact, I think Pikachu holding a light bulb has a higher base stat than Raichu. I'll double check that and I'll put that on the next screen in which I put stats up, which is going to be after I leave my room and go and speak to Mom. But over here you see us fighting this fight, and it's a quick fight that we are doing because it is just a introduction to the fights. And I didn't even bother showing you the attacks I did because all of that was standard practice. Now over here on this screen I will show you the base stats of Raichu versus Jolteon. But here is a little bit of animation I did over here, which is not the best ever. So here we go, the second animation, and you might guess how I did this. Compared to the rest of the story, this goes much slower, so I think I might speed this bit up a little bit. Anyway, I obtained Pikachu and I also obtained a Thunderstone. Now I'm not immediately going to use the Thunderstone because regardless of whether it is a Pikachu or regardless of whether it is a Eevee or a Jolteon, it doesn't learn any electric type attacks until approximately level 9. So in order to be a little bit fair, I'll keep it as a Eevee for a little bit. But by the time I reach the first gym, I will have had to change to Jolteon by that time because of the rules, which state that I cannot battle any gym with a type that I am not specializing in. So far this is how this goes, and over here we see Bianca's dad having a fight with Bianca because he doesn't actually agree with her choices that she has made. Of course we don't feel like intervening just yet, and we ignore this whole situation, and Sharon comes up over there and has a conversation with us over there. So they drag us over here. Oh, Why do I have to go to school? I know what's going on. I am the champion of various areas. Didn't you know that? So Professor Juniper is having a conversation with us, and now we're going to receive a Pokédex. Now, I'm not actually going to complete the mission of filling up the Pokédex because I have a completely different goal in mind. Now, as always, feel free to pause the video if you want to read any of the dialogue, because I am just blasting through it as quickly as I possibly can. Okay, so I received a town map. She's kind to give everybody a town map. Whose money is she using for that? Luckily, I haven't earned very much money yet, and I don't think I have asked her to keep any of my money in this game. So that is quite interesting. Damn, this game is hand-holdy. It's a nice sentiment over here, but I could have gone on by myself. So now we're doing the catching a Pokemon tutorial, which is fine, I suppose. There's a small chance that this Chinchino could be a shiny that Juniper is using over here, if I remember some of the stats correctly that other Poketubers have mentioned. And she catches a Patrat. Now that Patrat is a bugger, especially when you reach the normal gym. We received some Pokeballs, so we can immediately start catching. But we cannot catch a Pokemon or appropriate Pokemon just yet. And there's another little piece of editing that I have done for this first episode, because a lot of things happen in this first episode. So let's see how that goes. I would have asked you to identify where I did my edits, but in this one it is so obvious because my editing skills wasn't quite developed very good yet, or very well. So here we are on a conference call. Didn't actually need to have all of us on the conference call because 3 of us were together, so we could have only used one phone and the others be with us. Okay, now we're going to explore the Pokemon Center a bit, and as always, this is going to be the last time that you are going to see the inside of this Pokemon Center, or any Pokemon Center whatsoever, because they all look the same inside, unless of course I find TMs or items that I desperately need and I want to show you where to find it. Under those conditions, I will bring you into the Pokemon Center and show you exactly where it is. Okay, so this is this, or this is that. Now let's go and see what else we can do over here. And immediately the main plot of this story starts over here with these guys over here having a nice speech, because apparently they are against people owning Pokemon. Apparently they believe that Pokemon ought to be free. We'll see later on how that ideology goes. It is almost reminiscent to modern ideologies and the negative effect it has on a population. Why didn't anyone cover his back or his back? Over there someone covers his back, but when he was walking away, a good sniper could have got him from behind. Well, on the other hand, the good sniper can get him regardless, because he doesn't have any shields blocking your view from any direction. This of course is N, and you find out later that he is the king of there's a group that was having a nice chat over there. He starts off with a purloin. So now it's Eevee versus purloin, and as you see, our Eevee is still only on level 5. Hopefully we level up sufficiently to at least get to 6.5. That attack almost did a great deal of damage to us, or it did. Oh, we go all the way to 7. That's nice. Okay, so now this is done. Now we can go on and try something else as soon as they let us go. Let's see what's up here. A nice view. What's in this house? Okay, a piano and a set of drums, and the player for each of them, as well as a chinchino. Okay. So not very many interesting things. There are 2 items over there if you noticed. Now let's see. Let's go through this tunnel over here. And if you had a quick look, you would have seen when I actually played this specific game. I got running shoes. That ought to make things a bit easier. Although I've been playing quite fast so far. And I found a potion. And here's a purloin. So if you're ever playing a cat playthrough, like the cat lady I intend to do at some stage, purloin is over here, and it could be a very good Pokemon to use. I think purloin and its evolution, more specifically its evolution, would work quite nicely when I do my what would you call it? My African Big 5 playthrough. Although I will need a different game to do that in, not this specific one. And I think I will do the Big 5, of which my starter will not be a part of the actual Big 5. I will have someone else stand in as the starter, and the starter will just be an outside member. That is actually a good place to use some of the starters that I don't actually get an opportunity to use. Yeah, I think that'll be a good thing to do, now that I think about it. Okay, a Lillipup. Not actually what we are looking for at the moment. And I ought to have healed up, but I'm trying to get to the next area where there is a Pokemon Center to heal up. Oh, I was actually looking for these 2 items over here, a potion and a Pokeball. Pokeballs are nice, but I don't think I'm going to be using too many of them. And Bianca catches up to me again, and we start the battle immediately. I didn't actually want to fight her right now because I am in a weakened state. So I think I'll tackle and see how much damage she does to me. Then I'll heal up because I have a potion now. And then I'll do another tackle. She also uses a potion, so that saves us both a bit of time. I get the Lillipup in a single attack this time, and Snivy is next. Oh, and if you noticed in the beginning, all of my options were Eevee, and the intention was to have them also use Eevee. So while I was explaining what happened, we blasted right over that. And I was wanting to see what they would come up with if I gave them Eevees as well, but the game is hard-coded so much that they don't have Eevees. They have the scripted Pokemon that they were supposed to receive, which is kind of a disappointment, but there's nothing you can do about that. It would have been interesting if they actually used the Eevees that I gave them and to see what the AI does. Okay, it's not AI, it's just programming. But in the future, if Game Freak starts using AI for the games and you are able to edit in different Pokemon, I wonder what they would evolve their Eevees into. And that was the experiment I was trying, but clearly that didn't work. Just in case any of you were wondering. Okay, Purloin. The first one was quite easy and the second one doesn't seem to be very difficult either. And I'm almost on level 10. Now I'm going to evolve Eevee into Jolteon just before it is destined to learn a electric type move. That is the plan. But first we are here to collect our second Pokemon and a electric type. If you would like to, while we are not there yet, please leave a comment in the comment section below predicting who my second Pokemon is going to be. Bearing in mind that it could be any Pokemon whatsoever, and it's going to be one that I'm going to edit in at this moment. And you will see it's edited in because it's going to be very obvious. See, here we go. If you just have to take the font into consideration, you'll see that it is who it is that I'm editing in. I tried to keep it quite obvious, but I couldn't do it. Not obvious. I tried to keep the font similar, but obviously Game Freak uses a specific font and I don't necessarily have access to that. Okay, and there we go. We have Eevee and we have Chinchou. Let's check out Chinchou's summary. It has Volt Absorb, it has Bubble, Flail Bounce and an electric type attack. I missed it there. It was too quick for me. Okay, now we are examining this situation over here. Now we have to go find the gym leader. That is quite irritating. Them sending us about on all sorts of errands instead of just having him there. Yes, I have enough Pokeballs, I'm fairly sure about that. Oh, we get a Great Ball. We already have a Great Ball and we haven't even gone very far into the game. Nice. Hi there, Grandma. Hi there, dude. Ah, he doesn't do anything. So this house doesn't give us very much. I wonder who's in here. Okay, hi there, dude. How about you? Do you have anything interesting to say? Not much. How about you? Why can't I go upstairs? I want to go upstairs. Are you going to stand in my way so I can't go upstairs? Probably. So this is the school and this is where I'm supposed to go and find the gym teacher. Not the gym teacher, the gym leader. Okay, who's this old man? Okay, he's clearly not the gym leader. Neither is this person over here. Ah, there's Sharon. Okay, so they just give us all bits of information that is standard for this kind of game. Okay, so they want to know. Okay, that was just a little quiz, and it's a basic quiz. So I'm going a little bit slower over here so I can actually read what they are asking and so I can answer appropriately. Okay, what item do I get? A full heal. Cool. I need that. Full heals are awesome. I don't know if I knew it by this time already, but the They are awesome. They can even heal status conditions like confusion. I wonder if it heals infatuation. I don't think I've tried that yet. Okay. So the gym leader has already gone back. How on earth did he walk past me? There isn't too many room to go by me as I was coming. Sharon wants to fight. Damn. Sharon, why are you trying to flippin' hurt my Pokemon? So you also have 2 Pokemon. And you have an Oshawott. Okay, let's go for a Tail Whip. And that lowers Oshawott's defense. Okay, Tackle. This was the experimental phase of my Pokemon playthroughs to see if status condition attacks would actually, or setup moves were actually worth doing. Okay, that took care of Purloin in a single attack. And Eevee grows to level 11. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.